actor's friend, comic Doug Stanhope, says that Heard was threatening to lie about him publicly in any and every possible duplicitous way if he didn't agree to her terms. Stanhope, 49, has written an op-ed for The Wrap that Depp, 52, told him his wife of 15 months threatened to blackmail him as their marriage fell apart. What did he exactly see? What was his vision? Let's find out in today's video. Here is all Doug Stanhope stated. He says he couldn't sleep because it was almost 4 a.m. One of his buddies was recently chastised in the media for domestic abuse. He was murdered on social media along with a photo of his wife with a bruise. Doug stood there watching it unfold and didn't say a thing, although he knew it was a load of nonsense. He further says he had seen it develop before they married. For years, he and his girlfriend watched Amber manipulate and F with Depp. When you tell a buddy in a horrific, violent relationship, man or woman, that their partner is a devil, you know they'll jump back into the flames and then dump you from their life because you were honest. Doug has been on one or both sides of the issue. Domestic abuse is repulsive because Hollywood and the entertainment industry as a whole, society as a whole, turns a blind eye to it. However, the tides have turned so that simply alleging that a crime has occurred is enough to convict the person accused. He and his girlfriend have known Johnny Depp for quite some time, and they have watched Amber Heard F with him at his weakest, or watched him at his weakest being F'd with. He didn't say it because he didn't want to be kicked out of the circle for implying that the emperor's robes were being removed. Of course, it wasn't his place to name those who agreed with him, but he couldn't think of anyone close to him who didn't share their sentiments. They spent most of Saturday at Johnny's house until the claimed assault. They felt his gloomy demeanor stemmed from his mother's death the day before, but he revealed in the most vulnerable ways that it wasn't just his mother who was leaving him, but Amber as well, threatening to lie about him publicly in any ways conceivable if he didn't agree to her terms. Other individuals would describe his treatment as blackmail, particularly how he is now being accused. Doug and his girlfriend informed him, first jointly, then separately, how much they knew about this manipulative jerk, how his closest circle had all agreed on it since the day they met, and how they all dreaded telling him directly would alienate them all. Funny things happen when you're in love. Doug told Depp the truth, expecting to be ordered to leave, but there was no way he was going to see Johnny Depp. Instead, he saw a completely naked emperor. Throughout the afternoon, other individuals came in and out, all confirming that they had been cowardly, saying things just behind his back for so long. He was taken aback by the fact that no one had ever spoken clean about it before, and he praised everyone for being forthright. He continued to profess his love for Amber, but he was well aware that she was planning a scheme to F him over. With anxiousness, he hadn't slept in days. They left him when he seemed to be able to sleep. Then, according to what they've learned through the press, the cops were summoned to his house later that night for a domestic argument. But again, the cops left after discovering no evidence of criminal activity or physical assault. Everything Johnny had said about her threatening them had turned out to be true. It flared out in the headlines, spread like a plague across the internet, and blew up on Twitter like the McMartin child abuse incident. On social media, people were swarming with torches. Doug watched it all unfold before his eyes and saw it all come to completion today, and he hasn't been able to sleep since he didn't defend him by saying why? Because he was afraid that defending him would make him look like a sycophant attempting to link himself to a sensationalized narrative to advance his career. He didn't enter the fray because he was weak. He didn't want to come across as a name dropper. He was going to name drop right that time. However, any Doug's pals will tell you that he was continually calling people out on their bluff. Abusing women is a load of nonsense. Johnny abuses nobody, and he told Doug the day before that she would pull a like this. Johnny Depp was controlled, put up, and appeared like a jerk, and he saw it coming but couldn't or didn't do anything about it. He may never speak to him again because of what he said, but he'll never forgive himself for not defending Depp out of fear of vanity. With this exposure, fans of Depp exclaimed they couldn't control themselves from expressing their thoughts. One fan commented, Johnny informed him of her plans on May 22, 2016, just before he went to the penthouse to get his valuables, that he didn't want to be wrecked. She threatened to do it on one of the tapes. Another fan felt sad for Depp. Johnny, what a pity. Fear, humiliation, loss of credibility, and friends are just some of the things a victim will go through to prevent retaliation from their abuser. I had no idea she had filed a lawsuit against him. She's also a hypocrite. One more came and said, Someone I know had a spouse that was manipulative and took advantage of her. Everyone told him it wouldn't last, and she'd end up doing something, and she did. He still pines for her to this day. It's strange how some men can fall in love with these toxic women. I'll never understand what Johnny Depp saw in her, even though I'm sure he's relieved it's ended. Others further said, "Long before this, I adored Stanhope. Now I adore him even more." Do you think Doug Stanhope should have told Depp everything before? Let us know your views in the comments section below. For more gossip like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel.